Hey guys, it's Coach Manny here. I hope you're all doing well. Now in this video, I'm going to share with you a few tips on how to break that cycle of chronic fatigue and low energy, which is stopping you from reaching your health and fitness goals, okay? Now, it's not uncommon for me to meet with new clients that are suffering from chronic fatigue, and just to get to the gym is an absolute struggle. So this is some of the advice that I like to share with them. You got to look at a few lifestyle factors. You got your stress, your nutrition, your sleep and recovery, and your physical activity levels, just to name a few. Now with stress, if you're stressed, if you're bogged down mentally, that's going to manifest itself physically, and you're going to feel run down. Okay, we could do a whole video on just stress management techniques alone, but just a quick simple tip is or a couple of tips: just try to avoid stressful situations as much as you can, avoid stressful environments as much as you can that cause unnecessary stress. And another tip is, some people meditate. I personally don't meditate, or I'm not consistent with it. I have tried and it does help, but I'm just not consistent. So I even just recommend going for a walk outside, putting your earphones in and just going for a walk, clearing your head. Even if it's at least 20 minutes a day, just give that time for yourself and just clear your thoughts, and that should help, okay? Number two, look at your nutrition. Now, if you're not getting enough calories in your diet and you're not tracking it, then chances are you're not going to have enough energy to actually burn. So your metabolism is going to slow down. You're just going to feel like shit if you're not consuming enough calories. Calories is simply energy, guys. So if you get enough calories into your body, if you give your body what it needs, it's going to have more energy. Okay, so you need to look at that. You need to look at your nutrition, your food intake, and using an app like MyFitnessPal, or even just writing down what you're eating, and then having a professional look at it will definitely help, just to see where you're at in terms of your calorie intake. Okay, and it's not uncommon, especially for women, to be under eating, which is leading to chronic fatigue and stress and anxiety and all kinds of negative side effects because of that. The other thing is sleep and recovery. So if you're not getting enough recovery, if you're overtraining, or actually let's just talk about people that just are struggling to train because they don't have enough energy. So look at your recovery, look at your sleep in general. Are you getting enough sleep at night? Are you getting quality sleep? It's not necessarily the quantity. You could get 5 hours of sleep every night, and if you're getting high quality sleep, I know people that live off 5 hours a night and they feel absolutely fine. They feel great because it's just quality sleep. Some people get 8 hours of sleep, 10 hours of sleep, and they still feel groggy in the morning. Okay, so make sure you're getting quality sleep. Don't get on your phone that last hour before you go to bed. Don't watch. Make sure you don't have the TV on. Stay away from technology, and just spend that last hour with your loved one, and just that way your brain's not staying active. Okay, that tends to happen if you're spending too much time on the screen just before you go to bed. Okay, so that's a tip. That's a tip to help with sleep. But also, you may even look at supplementation if you're having caffeine. If you have a lot of energy at night, maybe it's because you're drinking too much caffeine. You might need to cut down your caffeine, or because you've got a lot of stress in your life, you might be really energetic at night because you've got a lot of adrenaline pumping through your body and you can't sleep, which is when I'll probably suggest looking into like sleep supplements, which if you just go to your local vitamin store, they should be able to hook you up with that and tell you what you need to take. Okay, so that way you're producing more serotonin at night. Your cortisol levels are at bay, which is like your stress hormone, which should be high first thing in the morning. All right, I feel like I'm ranting about that a bit too much, but I'll try to stay on track here. So that's what I suggest about the sleep and recovery side of it. And your physical activity levels. So make sure that in order for your body to produce energy, it's really important that you do try to stay active. The more active you become, your cells will start to produce more energy, okay? But the main thing is, if you haven't trained for a long time, or you're starting with low energy levels to begin with, don't expect to be able to train at 100% intensity, 100% effort, okay? Start slow, just listen to your body. You train, like I tell a lot of people when they first start out, start at 50%. Listen to your body. If you need to take more breaks, extended rest periods, do it. Don't overexert yourself, because it's going to take you longer to recover between workouts. Like I tell people that come through our doors, I'm like, I don't want you to come in on Monday, absolutely thrash yourself, and then I don't see you till Friday because you're just too sore, too tired to come back throughout the week. Okay, it doesn't make sense. It's better that you come more regularly, more frequently, reduce your level of exertion, and then you're going to get better results because you're coming more frequently, okay? So, don't look at it as a race. Just make sure that that's probably the best piece of advice I could say, and that's one of the best pieces of advice I was ever given from a professional bodybuilder, was to just listen to your body, okay? So that's pretty much it. Like, I know for each factor that I've spoken about, I could do a long video on each of those alone, so I'm trying to keep this brief. But if you have any questions, let me know, reach out to me. But you need to look at this, you have to give this like a holistic approach when it comes to chronic fatigue, okay? Because it might not be just, it's usually a number of those factors, and they all kind of work hand in hand with each other. So make sure that you're addressing all of those if you're suffering with chronic fatigue. And I hope that helps. And again, any questions, just reach out to me, okay? All right, guys, see you soon.